G'day guys, Josh here. You guys are having a great day today. G'day guys on YouTube. Welcome to State of Economy once again. Now, State of Economy, well, I can tell you right now, nothing much has really changed, obviously, since it's only been a week. There's been no new patches or anything like that whatsoever. We're going to go right in to see what is just going absolutely crazy tonight. And we're in a beautiful sunshine area of Punica. And we've got Leary here, the militia babe. And we're going to go straight into it right away. So let's just take a look at the Mari store, okay? So in the Mari store, nothing much has really changed here, okay? There's still the books you can pick up for the crystals, which are not worth it. Go to the AH. You'll see why in a very short moment. Now, gold are now up to 846, okay? You can sell royal crystals, get 846 gold. The market is just going absolutely crazy at the moment. Previously, it got spooked and it went down a bit due to the free day thingo. And I said this before, guys. It's just the market being spooked, okay? I just realized I still have my finger up, my streaming stuff up. But either way, the market got spooked a bit, okay? There was no real issue. The money was always going to go back up. And now if you want to get blue crystals now, well, shit, this could hit 1k. Like, there's so much gold being pumped into the market via everyone getting the ults to 1370, because this is part of the patch where this is just a little lull, because we know the roadmaps come out. The roadmap came out this week. We'll discuss it a bit later. Actually, don't discuss it now. But the reason why it's going up in price is the roadmap came out and everyone's holding up their alts. Okay? So no one's actually, what am I going to say here? Gold is in high demand because to hone your alts to 1370 and 1400 and above, and also with the honing catch up as well, people have been wanting a lot more gold. So people have been swiping a lot more, but there hasn't been many people selling it, said gold, okay? Not many people selling the gold or buying it at all, which has led to the increased prices. There's a lot of demand, but not much supply. Okay, some people used to use the RMTs, and RMTs obviously tank the gold a bit, but this is actually probably the actual price of gold as it is at the moment. And for me, I'm just going to say it's going to keep going up, because a lot of people are coming back to the game, and also at the same time, a lot of people trying to get their alts farmed up to 1370, 1400, 1415, wherever they want it basically at the moment. They're trying to get the alts farmed up to get their extra gold from Argos, to get their extra gold from, getting into Legion raids of Voltan, and from Abyssal raids, stuff like that. Now, crystals has also gone up as well. Crystals are at the highest price that they've ever been since when I started actually looking at the market, which was about 3 or 4 months ago. They are probably going to go a bit higher. I'll probably say 900, 950 is probably going to be the high point. I said on the other video that I didn't see it. I see it, coming backwards afterwards. But with the roadmap being announced, with Kakul Sidon being confirmed for late September, and Scouter to be confirmed for late September, I think the price is going to stay as is. I don't think the price is going to go down. Maybe after Brelshaza is out, the crystal prices could go down. But this is probably going to be a bit of a new normal for a bit, where the crystal price is going to float around 600, 800 gold. And that people trying to purchase crystalline aura with gold, we've got to make sure to take it when they can see it. Now, overall, with the gold and anything on the Mari store, it's just pretty much a void. None of these are profitable whatsoever compared to the gold prices that you're going to have to spend. Even the Solar Blessing, which is generally one of the closest, getting 30 for 60, it's better off buying with the AH. Instead of spending 2.4k gold, it's actually not even worth it anymore. Even on a pouch shards and all this aren't even worth it anymore. And you can see here the Mari store is getting more and more with the stuff that it offers for the blue crystals. And, mate, people just aren't interested. You're just better off actually buying them off the AH. And I think I'm going to say, Smilegate and Amazon Games are going to actually just pull these ones back a bit to make them a bit cheaper and put them in more piecemeal sizes instead of offering these really bulky things here. Can you see here, you can buy Guardian Stone crystals for 270 blue crystals, and you can buy 25 solar protection for 750. Just piecemeal them out, okay? No one's going to buy 25 solar protections for 750 crystals, okay? To be real. Next up, we're going to take a look at the AH, okay? Also, you see here, how I said that my gold would go back up eventually. 32k, looking pretty good. Now, we're going to go to the AH, okay? So the AH is the next part where we're going to just check it out. We're going to check all the engraving booklets as well. And we're going to check the legendary ones to give you an idea of how everything is going. And we're going to tell you straight up that, the book prices have been going down. And funnily enough, Grudge is no longer the most expensive book. Usually it is, but now it's actually the Shadow Hunter, Sorceress, Mayhem as well. So pretty much like if you can get into Velganos on any of these tunes, you probably want to pick up either the Deathblade or maybe the Sorceress or Shadow Hunter or anything like that. As you can see, you'll definitely get a good price for them as well. And you can see here the class engravings are very popular at the moment. Now, overall, these prices haven't moved too much, but if a lot of people are starting to look for their 12 plus 12 engravings because the rumor is for Kakusaida, which is happening in September, is that you need to have 5x3, otherwise will have problem meeting DPS checks for Kakusaiden. So a lot of people are starting to buy like mats for their plus 12. So you can probably see this here that a lot of mid-tier engravings are being bought up in bulk. Now, I'm going to say right now, I'm eventually going to purchase my 12, okay? Like, I'm eventually going to purchase my 12. Yeah, I'm probably going to pick up Ambush Master and probably going to pick up Keen Blunt Weapon. Because those two... I think Keen Blunt Weapon is a bit more expensive, actually. Yeah, KVW is actually up there with Grudge. But I can probably buy 12 of, like, the probably cheaper engravings that I use. So it could be Adrenaline and Ambush Master as my two traits they're going to use and try to go Adrenaline free. If not, it'll be Curse Stole instead. Okay, as you can see up there. And you probably need about like 160k, 180k, maybe even more to even do that. And a lot of people are swiping just to do this as well. Now let's take a look at the honing mats. So let's take a look at the honing mats at the moment. Well, none of them are legendary, so that's a bit silly from me. So we're taking a look at the stones, as you see here. Guardian stones have actually gone up to 2G, okay? Doesn't really matter too much. And Destruction stones are now 7G, gone down from 8G. Overall, they're really cheap. You can just pick them up really cheaply here. Obviously, all this is now 1G to tier 2 mats because of the recent changes. Now, let's just go look at the rare pieces as well, which is the Leapstones and Honor pouches, or actually the Fusion mats as well. Look at that, 10G, bang. Honor, like I say, the Honor shards pouches have now gone above the medium pouches as well. But what we're going to do is that we're going to take a look at it separately, okay? So let's take a look at it separately. So you can see the pouches here as well. You can see up here, like, the Honor Shard pouches are starting to creep up. And it might be, time to be like, hey, we might want to look at going, more maps in the tier 3 area rather than tier 2. However, at the moment, I'll say probably only buy tier 2 maps. Don't touch tier 1. Tier 1's going down and down and down. And I think it's going to get less and less and less. I mean, the legendary tier 1's already at 154 gold. Maybe you should buy a few if you get a legendary map or not, but like the blue and the green ones are just downhill. And if you get a blue map and an epic map, it's just a bit of wasted thingo here. But anyways, we'll keep going. We'll take a look at the Leapstones as well while we're here. Leapstones, you can see here, on a Leapstones, they've just collapsed. Like, literally have just completely and utterly collapsed. I mean, they used to be 29G, and I was like, hey, this is going to replace Great Leapstones. But, as I said before, it was purely because of the Hyper Express event. Now, everyone's done the Hyper Express event, and they're just gone back down again. Okay, it's still the most versatile material. It's much better still doing now Yoho runs. And, basically everything we said last week has just gone out the window, okay? Just gone completely out the window. Now, let's check the other stuff as well. Let's check the support material as well. See how they're going. So, as you can see here, the legendaries, how I said that they're not worth at a crystal store. You can buy it easy in AH. Look at that, 89G, 55G. These are for the ones you can just get to 14, 15 very easily. Solar protection is now 100G. I remember when these were 300. Blessings now 70G. As you can see here, that a lot of these mats are very, very cheap now. Now, I've got to say, it's a bit of a joke for Moon's Breath and Star Breath now back to 1G, because I'll tell you right now, because no one wants to use it. But overall, as you can see here, like, prices have gone down in gold-wise. So if you want to hone your ults and stuff like that, this is the best time to hone your ults, okay? I think, like, stuff is going to surge back up when people's mains start honing again. And like I say right now, that's pretty much it on this side. We'll check the elemental pots as well to give you guys a bit of a heads up. So we'll check out the HP potions. And you can see here, elemental pots still steady, splendid, really, really expensive now as well. And you can see here with the splendid pots, you can get more. And they're worth a bit more, but I gotta say, it's probably not worth using the splendid pots. Probably keep using the elemental HP pots if you really need it. The cooking materials as well. So basically the meals, which we're going to get to very, very shortly, the meals pretty decently cheap. Actually, I gotta say, I'm surprised that the tier 2 ones are really, really expensive, given that the tier 3 ones are a lot better. As you can see here, so I'm a bit surprised by that. But overall, pretty cheap. Like, nothing has really changed in this area altogether. And I'm just trying to see what other stuff we're gonna see as well. But overall, engraving books, you probably want to start hitting 20. The prices are coming down. Grudge is no longer the most expensive book, which is crazy if you think about it. And the next mats we're going to take a look at, we took a look at the Oreha mats already, so we're going to take a look at those now. So the Oreha basics, and well, let's take a look at it. So the Oreha mats, as you can see here, the fish is actually quite a high price, and so are the relics and stuff like that. So if you've got a lot of these carp, like a lot of 10s of these carp, you can probably sell these and get a decent chunk of gold. Now the basics have gone up to 10, so a lot of people have been purchasing a lot of basic Oreha fusion materials. It might be better now at this rate, even though it's like 10 per gold, to actually make it in your stronghold instead. Now, I actually said this to you guys last time, that class engraving is actually really, really expensive. And I really want to highlight that again, okay? I really want to highlight that. I know you guys have been all through it once again, but engravings are still super duper expensive. Okay, let's just show it with Enhanced Weapon 5 and Specialization. Where, like, anything that has a class engraving at 5 and it's, best in slot, and has if it has a decent off engraving especially as well, that it is just worth that much more. I mean, like, you can see here, an enhanced weapon and a cursed doll with specialization is 65k, which is, arguably a bit cheaper. But you can see here, like, a lot of enhanced weapon 5s that are not very cheap at all. And, like, it's not even best in slot stats. Like, cursed doll's probably best in slot. So this one probably is pretty cheap, but there's a few others where, like, they're horrible, horrible stats. And, they're being sold. Now, I'd say right now, like, if you want to purchase something that's pretty decent, like, probably the Enhanced Weapon Cursed Doll is pretty cheap. Like, pretty cheap for what it is. But, that's pretty much it. But I gotta say right now, still, the accessories are still the main game to play. Like, if you get a good set of accessories with a class trait at 5, you are probably going to sell that for, a pretty decent chunk of money. Even at 3, and with a good off trait, you're going to sell it. There's also on stat, on trait as well. You probably sell this at a pretty decent price as well. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today. There will probably be no timestamps on this for a while, because mainly why there'll be no timestamps is the fact I got to timestamp my entire compendium that I'm making, as well as you guys have been seeing the other videos be on the market as well. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.